All right, so this is number 4 on quad 3, and the equation is y equals negative 3x, x minus 2. And your instructions are to graph this. So the first thing you want to ask yourself is, what form is this equation in? So let's kind of go through the forms and see if we can figure this out. So if it was in vertex form, it would look something like this. All right, so it would look like this. So you'd have some parentheses that has a square on it. Well, this has a parentheses, but there's no square on it. So this is not in vertex form. So let's take a look at standard form. Standard form would have to look like this. Well, it doesn't look anything like that. My last form would be intercept form. Oops. Actually, they use P and Q here. So let me change those to P and Q. So this here would be intercept form, where P and Q would tell you what your x-intercepts are. Well, this looks sort of like it. This has 2 parentheses. This only has 1 parenthesis. But I can rewrite this. And now it looks exactly like intercept form. So this equation is in intercept form. So this tells us that our 2 x-intercepts would be at 0, 0, and at 2, 0. Remember, it's always the opposite sign when you're next to the x. So even though this is x minus 2, your intercept would be positive 2. So this tells you that your 2 x-intercepts are here at 0, 0, and here at 2, 0. Well, you know that this is going to open down. Let me just get rid of this. You know that this is going to open down because this is negative. So it's going to be something looking like this. My vertex is going to be in between these two because we know that this would be symmetrical. So I know that my vertex will be somewhere along this line. I don't know where, but it'll be somewhere along the x equals 1 line. So that tells me the x value of my vertex has to be 1. Well, so now I know that my vertex is at 1 something. Well, in order to find the y value of my vertex, I can just take 1 and plug it in here for x, and I'll figure out what y is. So I can say 3 equals negative 3 times 1, which is my x value, 1 minus 2. So this will give me negative 3 times negative 1, which would be a positive 3. So now I know that my vertex is at 1, 3. So my vertex will be over 1, 1, 2, 3. So I know here this is my vertex. And now from this point, I know I would go over 1, down 3. Or from this point, I would go over 2. Normally I'd go down 2, but I have this y-intercept. So I'm going to go over 2, down 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I can reflect that point. You can't see that. I'm going to go down 12. It's kind of all the way down there. You can see that. And then I'm just going to connect these dots to make a nice, beautiful graph. And that's how you're going to graph that. Let me know if you have any questions.